Hey everybody, this is Irma Brody. Happy New Year. It's almost 2021. Can you believe it? Thank you so much for sticking around this entire year and being part of my platform when I transitioned to Zoom events and all that good stuff. This time of year, I want to connect with creatives like Joe over here. I want to do a series on Instagram where I interview filmmakers and screenwriters and actors on how the pandemic has affected their professional and personal lives. So welcome Joe here. He is a screenwriter and filmmaker. Joe Lamb, how are you doing, sir?
Armand, I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Of course, dude. I think we've known each other for what, 2 or 3 years now. We've met a few times in person, but we've known each other more so through um, virtual presence. So I thank you for being here. Let's talk about your 2020. You're a talented screenwriter. I've seen your stuff. I've read your stuff. I've seen your films, your projects. Talk about who you are and a little bit about you as a creative person.
Well, I'm mainly a writer director, and I produce once in a while as well. And my focus now is narrative storytelling, movies to be specific. Because I've been in the world of music videos, documentaries, commercials, and my true passion is are movies. And I've been screenwriting over the years, and I've reached the point where I've won an award for a screenplay that I wrote last year. And now I'm in a co-production deal with a company that's done 5 feature films. They like my work, they like my screenplay, my most recent one, and we are getting financing for it right now.
Nice, man. It seems like you're moving right along in your career. I love that. Um, I talked to you a few minutes ago about how you've been handling the pandemic, and you mentioned that you've actually been doing well, but you taking this time to help others. So talk about how you've helped others in the last few months.
Yeah, well, I had a friend that actually did a 25-day push-up challenge to raise awareness for mental health and suicide prevention.
Yeah,
And I was nominated in one of his daily push-up videos, because what you do is you do videos of yourself doing 25 push-ups every single day for 25 days. You nominate a new person every single day. And for me, I mean, I'm someone who has suffered from issues of mental, physical, emotional issues throughout my life. What I've had to do is I've had to use certain tools to pull myself out of it. And as a result, I did that 25-day push-up challenge, and I offered to people, besides having a hotline of where they can call if they're going through anxiety, depression, I said, if you need tools, I can provide them for you. Just reach out to me. And I had several people saying, yeah, Joe, I have so much anxiety because of the pandemic. I am stressed, I'm depressed, I'm anxious. One person said that they were suicidal. And I gave them certain tools, and I'll give you one example for your listeners here. I read something every day that has a list. It says, I am, and the word that I want to be that day. And it says, I am energized, I am thankful, I am grateful, I am fantastic, I am loving. I also write, I am a father, I'm a loving husband, I'm not married, I don't have kids, but these are things that I plan to grow into. And so by reading this every single day, and I set an alarm every morning to read it, my mood picks right up. And by giving these tools to my friends who reached out to me, the same thing happened to them. And, it just dissipated their issues.
and so when people reach out to you, what have they said to you in terms of what they needed help with? Hey, I'm going through something. I'm going through a tough time. I'm going through a lockdown. I have no one to talk to. What have they said to you when they approached you?
They just said, Joe, I need help. What is it that you do based on the post that I sent out? They said, what do you do? Please tell me. And, I gladly share it and give them support as needed. But usually that does the trick, to be honest. And, they're on their way. And as long as they apply that every single day, they're good.
Absolutely, man. Now we're heading to a new year, 2021. What are your personal goals in 2021? Personal and professional, I would like to ask you.
Personal is, I would say, love life. I'd love to be a long-term relationship.
Both of us, man. Yeah.
um, I have no problem dating, but my issue is I'm the type that likes to work a lot.
Okay.
So I tend to sometimes neglect relationships that I get into, and I'm learning to, I guess, the balance in that sense. And also for my two businesses, one is real estate. We're going to be purchasing more homes, and for film, making a movie. I mean, so
There you
right
go.
now we have commitments from three financiers
Okay.
who said they're going to finance our film, and it's low budget. It's only $450,000 for a horror movie. And we got that because I built a team of interns who wanted to work on a project. And there's three of them I gathered together in the last 2 months. All we do is we reach out to investors and I teach them how to do that. And we just, once there's interest, and we've gone through about 3,000, 4,000 investors. And once there's interest, then we feed them to our producer and they connect and they chat on Zoom and they make the commitments. And so it should be in the next month or two, the money should start coming in.
That's amazing, man. Now, Joe, I've been with you for a few minutes now. I thank you so much for your time today. I love your energy. I love hearing from fellow filmmakers and creative types and seeing what they're doing. Best of luck to 2021, and I know that you're going to do tremendous things in the year. But before we go, I did tell you, Joe, that this was like a little white lie. So when I approached you, I said that I was going to interview you about who you are as a filmmaker, as a writer, about what you went through during COVID, right? And that is true, but that's half the truth. In actuality, I'm filming a new series on Instagram called 32 by 32, in which I impact 32 lives by the time I hit 32 next year. So a full year from now, I'll be hitting 32. I don't want to touch lives in between that time period. Something I want to offer you, because I know that you're working on some projects, and if this is of any help to you whatsoever, I would love to offer you $500 to go towards your next production. If that's
Wow.
something you'd like to have.
Wow. I mean, Ramon, that's amazing.
It's not a lot, but it's something that you want to just offer you to plant the seed for something bigger.
I will definitely put it to use. I thank you for your generosity. Yeah, I mean, we'll put it towards our feature film production, and we'll have to do something where you're credited in some way. I'll talk to my producer about that, and I'd love to find a way to help you in return as well. Because that'll be considered development funds, and we'll use it towards perhaps casting director, because we're looking to attach name talent to our project, as well. So, I mean, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I'm blown away. I wasn't expecting this. I saw the 32 by 32 for your first episode, and I was like, yeah, she needs it. She needs it so much, Well, this will come back to you, Herman. Don't worry, this will come back to you. I'll find a way to.
Well, in addition to that, one of our followers actually donated to this project, and she wants to offer our next guest, which is you, $100 for like fun cash. So she would like to offer you $100 just to have in your pocket.
Oh my God! Wow. Well, I mean, I'm gonna pay it forward as well, because I'm gonna continue to help other people who are going through issues as well. I mean, like I told you, I've been doing that, but I love doing that. What you're doing is, I mean, it's synergistic to what I love to do as well. So thank you so much.
Of course, man. And I know you've helped so many people in the last few months, so I want to do another thing for you. Little rumor has it that in LA, I know quite a few names in the industry, in the entertainment industry. One of those names is Meg LaFauve, who is a screenwriter. She wrote Inside Out. She wrote Captain Marvel. She worked on a few other films like Good Dinosaur, a bunch of other things coming up as well. And I talked to her already, and we will schedule a general meeting for you to connect with her on Zoom.
Wow. Wow. Herman, thank you so much. I don't know what else to say. I mean, this is like, I know her work. I mean, I love Inside Out. Like, I'm shocked you would pick me. I'm really, you know.
Hey man, I see what you're doing. I applaud you for it. I just have one favor to ask of you in return, and that is that you never give up on yourself. So do that, and I'm happy. Is that cool? A deal?
That is a deal, 100%. Georgina, thanks for taking the time to be on the Zoom right now. And
Well, Joe, it's you.
what
So.
well, what I mentioned to you is that this is I wanted to introduce you to a producer that I know who's looking for an actress, and you came to mind, and you know how I feel about you, the work that we've done together, the contributions that you have made to my film, and I know the struggles that you've gone through to get to your passion of giving your gift as an actress. And it just inspires me every single day. And just knowing that you are putting in as much effort as humanly possible, and you're so gracious about it. And to be honest, Erman, um, he's not looking for an actress right now. He came to me for something, and I wanted to actually share it with you instead. And so he's a very important message for you. So, Erman, please.
Hey, Georgina, once again, nice to meet you. Joe has said nothing but good things about you, great things. I know that you've been working hard to stay in the country and find work in the industry. Despite all your accolades, just like everybody else, we look forward to finding the next work and staying afloat during these times. I connected with Joe because he's a filmmaker that I know. And to be honest with you, I'm not really producing a movie whatsoever at this moment. But I am putting on a show on my social media pages. It's called 32 by 32. And I am turning 32 next year, next November. So a full year from now, I'm turning.
Congratulations.
Next year, I'm turning 32. And by my 32nd birthday, my plan is to impact 32 lives
Wow.
by the time I hit 32. I offered Joe during his interview today. I offered him $500 towards his production, his next production.
Oh.
But he said, "Hey, I have someone else in mind for you." And instead of him using it towards production, we'd like to offer it to you to utilize for whatever expenses you have going on at this time.
Wait, what?
Erman called me tonight, and he interviewed me about being a screenwriter, but it was in truth, he wanted to support me in my endeavors as a filmmaker, to go actually go make my first movie. And he wanted to give $500 to me. I was blown away. I was overwhelmed. But when I got off the call with him, I said, I have this nagging feeling because I know that someone else needs it so much more than I do. And that's why we're doing this call with you, because I can't in all good conscience accept it, knowing, the struggles that you've been through and how you're fighting so hard for something that you're so passionate about and what you want to give to this world as an actress. And you're so phenomenal, and you've won 7 awards despite all the struggles you've had to go through to stay in this country. I mean, you've told me, right, that you had to like apply to stay in this country.
Yeah. I was saying to you earlier that what the way I've had to live, because what I earn, it's not that I don't earn. What I earn is not enough to be considered an income. So I can't afford to rent a place. So what I do is house sit. And I was saying to you that this year I've moved 13 times. You have no idea what it is you're doing. You have no idea. This is a blessing. This is a gift. This is a gift. I pray that my prayer is that I'm in a position to do this for somebody else. That's what I want. I want to be in a position to do this for somebody else. Just to be able to see, because I know what it means. I know what it means.
Well, you're a fighter, Georgina. And the last thing that Erman said to me was, yeah, don't ever quit. And you are the one that truly deserves this gift, so.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.